To virtually stage or not virtually stage, that's the question. This video is brought to you by SLS Academy. Welcome back to another episode of Home Staging TV. I'm your host, Tori Toth. This is a hot topic in the staging world. Should properties be virtually staged? Virtual staging is a type of home staging in which furnishings are added to photographs with editing software to create an illusion of a highly realistic image of the property. To some, this sounds like a bait and switch tactic to get buyers through the door. To others, this is a cost-effective way to showcase the potential lifestyle of the home. We'd love to hear from you, so make sure you comment below. As we get into this week's Real Estate Marketing Minute with Bobbie McGrath and Tracy Melendi.
Today's topic is, have you ever wanted to be that white knight?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so do you want to be the hero in a story? Well, let's look at the whole world of expired listings. Because let's be honest, these folks have been going through the process. They've done what they know to do in order to enter the market and still no sale. They've had one, sometimes two, sometimes more price reductions, and they just need a hero. They need that white knight. So guess what? That's where, as a realtor who's coming in, rather than just taking pictures of the same thing and dropping the price yet again, you look at the presentation side, which is home staging.
And by taking a look at this and figuring out what went wrong, what didn't present well, and how do we fix this? So working with a professional stager, you can have that house assessed, figure out what needs to happen. How do we present this house in such a way that we will pull in those buyers? Something was missing if it didn't sell. We need to figure out what that was.
Right.
And a lot of times those sellers are really willing to make those changes and get that house sold.
It's all about making it look markedly different.
Thanks, Bobbie and Tracy. This upcoming story from Williamsburg, Virginia tells the tale of what happens when many real estate agents opt to virtually stage first.
When Diane and I first came in here, all we saw was the walls, the floor, and an easel in each room, and it was completely empty.
It had been listed previously with another company, and what that company did was they virtually staged it.
I think they had had their home listed for like a whole listing period, so, you know, we came in with a fresh new idea.
I know when I show properties that are virtually staged, I have the same reaction and I can see my buyer's reaction.
This house really needs to be staged.
The virtual staging might get their feet to the door, but then everything changes right there. Most people, when they look at a vacant property, they start noticing every little tiny flaw in the house because there's really nothing else to take their attention away.
I don't want to use the word deceiving, but disappointing is what comes to my mind.
I mean, it definitely doesn't compare to having a professional come in and pull all the colors together.
We look at focal points and we stage around focal points. We look at the details of things. So when we have in this house different types of flooring and that type of thing, we're looking at all that and then how to use those elements, really the detail of the staging, to pull all that together. So when you walked in, there was a tiled surface here with lots of bluey greens and a mixture of different textures, which transition right into a kind of mahogany reddish colored flooring that then transitioned into the kitchen into a tile, and then over to the left, this other room was carpet. So we had a lot going on when we walked in. So trying to keep it fairly neutral, fairly kind of an organic look, but pulling a little bit of that in so it all flows together. Couple things that seem more a little awkward about this space and things that I think as a buyer coming in they could look at and say, not sure that would work for me. What the house had in it when it was vacant and virtually staged was just a lighting over an empty space. It gives them something so when they see it, it's like, yeah, that would be perfect for me to sit and do my makeup or do my hair in the morning. I think it's a great size master. When it was virtually staged, they had opted to put a large dresser here in front of the window, which we wouldn't do that in staging because one, it blocks the windows. We're selling the windows in the light, and it's not nearly as much of an attraction or a, oh wow, I just want to pull into the room and come sit down over here.
They're envisioning themselves in the space. They can sit down, they can look at the fireplace, they can feel the room. With the actual furniture and accessories, then it sparks something in them.
And I walked in and every room I was like, wow, oh, this is exciting, it looks so good.
I really feel like virtual staging doesn't accomplish what staging accomplishes, where you're actually bringing furniture. And why is that? For me, it really comes down to emotions.
This house was on the market for a day with us, with our company, and it went under contract immediately. The furniture filled the space, and it made it warm, and it made it welcoming. And it was easy, I think, for people then to feel and see themselves living in the home.
So they were pretty happy, needless to say, because they've had holding costs for, at least 6 months.
Sometimes spending less actually costs more in the long run, but I'm happy to see this property sell in record time. Don't forget to comment below and tell us what you think about virtual staging. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and watch this video next for more home staging tips. From all of us here at HSTV, happy staging.